G'day, Bush Camping Tools here today. Well, I'd like to dispel a few myths about survival and survival knives and what knives could be good for survival. Normally what comes to mind from many folks out there is you've got to have a big kahuna, like a big fixed blade knife. These are 3 big fixed blade knives. They're very heavy. Yeah, sure, they're indestructible, almost indestructible. But I'm going to say that what's really important in survival, in true survival, if you're talking about outdoors here, like we are, is to carry a complete package, because if you're more likely to carry a complete package, you're more likely to have that on you too. If you, so for example, this here is the RAOII Expeditions model from Extrema right here. Now it could be any knife, I'm just using this as an example because this here is a complete package. What do I mean by that? Well, this easily goes on either a PALS compatible pack or on your belt. So that's the first thing. The second thing is we've got a pouch on the front. Now what's in the pouch? We've got a sharpening diamond plate. Now this is the fastest way, maybe not the best way to get through a laboratory edge on your knife, but this will keep your knife sharp. So we've got a sharpening thing that's already in here. We've got a fire steel on the side of the pack here. Here's a really whopping great big fire steel. This is really useful. Okay, if you run out of cigarette fuel, matches, whatever, some other better way to light a fire, you've got a fire steel. And then this brings me to the knife itself. Let's take it out of the pouch here. So here's the knife itself. It's a really big kahuna of a knife. Now, this knife can actually be with this part here. You have a pin. Here it is here, this pin, and this pin can screw into the knife when it's open, like thus. Screws in here. Just do that. And essentially this, what this pin enables is like a safety pin, and this prevents, even if the lock was to fail, the blade from closing accidentally, and it's a firm lockup. Now, so yes, you can use this as a fixed blade. Okay, sure, it's, you know, it's not a, you know, a genuine fixed blade, but this thing does work without any damage to the mechanism. What I'm going to add to enables you to place a knife into it like this, in through here, and to carry it as a fixed blade too. So not only can you have it folded, but you can carry it as a fixed blade. So it's probably better to say under what environmental conditions, because always the environment will play a key role. Under what environmental conditions will a folding knife, no matter what kind it is for that matter, not serve you so well? I would say really in super dry, dusty, sandy environments, the desert environment, there you have to be a lot more careful that you don't get any grit in the mechanism, because with a fixed blade knife, there's no way of getting any grit in any mechanism because there isn't any. The thing is, and I've said this many times, in particular with these particular folders, is that in reality, no ordinary forces and even abusive forces are going to damage the locking mechanism on these knives. If you're doing such things with your knife out and about in the wilderness like this, where you're going to, you know, abuse your tools, then you're in big trouble. You're an idiot. Sorry, you're an idiot. You know, this is not a knife to be hacking down fridge doors. There are no fridge doors out here to damage this. I would have to be doing something exceptionally stupid to damage the locking mechanism of this knife, or any locking mechanism of any knife for that matter. So people talking about hanging huge weights off them, belting them with hammers. Do you see any hammers out here? Do you see any gym weights out here? No, you don't. Let's get real about that. Let's dispel this myth about what's strong and what's not strong. I've been in survival situations, and all I had with me was a multi-tool and a machete, and that's it. Did I break any one of them? No. And when you're out and about, don't forget to bring the Turkish coffee, because this stuff is really good, easy to prepare. Make sure though, if you're taking river water somewhere, you do boil it for at least 10 minutes. You never know who can be above you. In this case, I know it's pretty much a pristine source, but nonetheless, I still boil it because there are parasites that you can pull from the water, from foxes, etc., other animals, from their excrement. So yeah, do boil the water. 10 minutes.